What's up, Vikings fans? It's time to crank up the SKOL chant because we've got huge news coming out of Egan. The Minnesota Vikings just dropped a bombshell, securing tight end Josh Oliver with a 3-year contract extension through 2028. This move, announced right before the team's mandatory minicamp kicked off, is a massive win for the purple and gold. Oliver's been a silent assassin on the field, and now he's locked in to keep dominating for years to come. Why is this such a big deal? Let's talk numbers. In 2024, Oliver posted career highs with 258 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns on 22 catches in 15 games. But it's his run blocking that's got everyone talking. Pro Football Focus gave him a league-leading 74.2 run blocking grade among tight ends last season. That's right, nobody does it better when it comes to opening lanes for our running backs. Can you feel the ground game getting stronger already? So what's next for Oliver and the Vikings? With him and TJ Hockenson forming one of the NFL's most dynamic tight end duos, our offense is set to be a nightmare for defenses. Oliver himself couldn't hide his excitement, saying, "I'm stoked. I couldn't be more happy." He's all in on the culture Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah are building. What do you think this extension means for our playoff push? Let's hear it in the comments. Alright, SKOL Squad, let's dive deeper into why Josh Oliver is the unsung hero of this Vikings offense. Running back Aaron Jones called him another tackle out there. And that's no exaggeration. Defenders don't see Oliver's blocks coming until they're eating dirt. Jones even said, "He's the best in the league, if you ask me." That's high praise from a guy who's been running behind him and racking up yards all season. But it's not just about blocking. Oliver's versatility is what makes him a secret weapon. According to Next Gen Stats, he had the second highest passer rating among tight ends with at least 20 targets in 2024, catching 22 of 28 passes for a 140.8 rating. Only Mark Andrews edged him out. Defenses sleep on Oliver because of Hockenson's pass-catching prowess, but when Josh releases into routes, it's panic mode for linebackers. How many big plays do you think he's got in store for 2025? Picture this. Oliver's hand in the dirt, looking like he's about to block. Then boom, he's streaking downfield, leaving defenders scrambling. Jones described him as a power forward out there, and that size and speed combo is a problem. With Oliver locked in, our offense has another dimension to exploit. What's your favorite Oliver moment from last season? Drop it below, and let's keep the SKOL vibes going. Let's talk about the tight end room as a whole, because the Vikings are stacked. TJ Hockenson, a Pro Bowl beast, is already a household name, and with Oliver now extended through 2028, we've got our top 2 tight ends secured for years. Hockenson's the pass-catching maestro, but Oliver's elite blocking and sneaky receiving skills make this duo unstoppable. Together, they account for $26.3 million in cap space, the second highest in the NFL, per recent reports. That's how much faith the Vikings have in them. But the depth doesn't stop there. The Vikings also drafted Gavin Bartholomew in the 6th round of the 2025 draft, a high-character guy with serious potential. Plus, undrafted rookies Bryson Nesbitt and Ben Urosek are battling for the T3 spot. And just this week, Minnesota added veteran Giovanni Ricci to the mix, bringing special teams grit and some receiving upside. How deep do you think this tight end group can go? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's zoom in on the newest addition, Giovanni Ricci. The Vikings signed this veteran tight end on Tuesday, right before minicamp, and he's bringing some serious versatility to the table. With 9 career receptions, Ricci's not here to steal the show, but his special teams prowess and ability to chip in as a blocker or pass catcher add another layer to this roster. This move shows Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's commitment to building depth at every position. Ricci joins a crowded tight end room, but that's a good problem to have. With Hockenson and Oliver leading the charge and young guys like Bartholomew, Nesbitt, and Urosek pushing for snaps, the Vikings are building a unit that can do it all: block, catch, and contribute on special teams. Ricci's signing might fly under the radar, but it's the kind of move that wins games in December. What do you think of this pickup? Hit the comments with your take. Let's take a moment to appreciate what Josh Oliver brings to the table culturally. He couldn't stop raving about the Vikings locker room, saying, "You just love coming to work every day." That's the kind of vibe Kevin O'Connell has built in Minnesota. A place where players want to stay and fight for each other. Oliver's gratitude was clear when he thanked the Wilf family and the organization for this opportunity. It's clear he's all in on the SKOL life. This extension isn't just about stats. It's about keeping the heart of this team intact. Oliver's been with the Vikings since 2023, after stints in Jacksonville and Baltimore, and he's found a home in Minnesota. His 44 catches for 471 yards and 5 touchdowns over 2 seasons are just the start. What's one thing you love about the culture O'Connell's building? Share it below, Vikings fans. Now, let's talk about Gavin Bartholomew, the rookie tight end drafted in 2025. This guy's a former team captain at Pitt, and word is, teammate Jordan Addison lit up when asked about him. That's a good sign. Bartholomew's path to playing time will likely be as a run blocker, much like Oliver. But his work ethic and leadership are already turning heads. He's been working with trainers during OTAs, showing he's serious about earning his spot. The Vikings' tight end room is a perfect blend of veterans and young talent. Bartholomew's high character profile makes him a fan favorite in the making, and with Oliver and Hawkinson mentoring him, he's got a bright future. Could he be the next breakout star for Minnesota? What's your bold prediction for Bartholomew this season? Drop it in the comments, and let's get the SKOL chant going. Bryson Nesbitt and Ben Urosek, the undrafted rookies, are also worth keeping an eye on. These guys are hungry for a roster spot, and they're competing for that T3 role. Nesbitt and Urosek bring raw athleticism and potential, and with the Vikings' track record of developing talent, one of them could emerge as a surprise contributor. Some fans are already hyping Urosek as a dark horse for the third tight end spot. The competition in this tight end room is fierce, and that's exactly what Kevin O'Connell wants. A group that pushes each other to be better every day. With Oliver's extension and Ricci's signing, the pressure's on for these young guys to step up. Who do you think wins the T3 battle? Nesbitt, Urosek, or maybe even Bartholomew? Let's hear your pick in the comments. Let's talk about how this tight end group fits into Kevin O'Connell's offensive vision. With J.J. McCarthy stepping in as the quarterback of the future, having reliable targets like Hawkinson and Oliver is huge. Oliver's versatility, blocking like a lineman and catching like a wideout, gives McCarthy a safety blanket when the pocket gets tight. And with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason in the backfield, this run game is about to feast. The Vikings' offense is built on balance, and the tight ends are the glue that holds it together. Hawkinson's big playability, Oliver's blocking dominance, and the depth from Bartholomew, Nesbitt, Urosek, and Ricci make this unit a nightmare for defenses. How many touchdowns do you think this tight end group combines for in 2025? Throw out a number in the comments. Let's address the elephant in the room. The Vikings are spending big on tight ends. With $26.3 million in cap space tied up in Hawkinson and Oliver, they rank second in the NFL in total cap spent at the position, according to recent reports. That's a hefty investment, but it's clear Kwesi Adofo-Mensah believes this group is worth it. The Vikings' offense thrives when the tight ends are clicking, and this extension ensures that continues. Some might question sinking so much cap into tight ends, but when you've got a duo this talented, it's hard to argue. Oliver's elite blocking opens up the run game, while Hawkinson's receiving skills stretch defenses thin. Add in the potential of the rookies and Ricci's versatility, and this group could carry us deep into the playoffs. Do you think the Vikings are spending too much on tight ends? Or is this money well spent? Hit the comments with your take. Alright, Vikings Nation, it's time to wrap this up with a SKOL-sized call to action. This tight end room, Hawkinson, Oliver, Bartholomew, Nesbitt, Urosek, and Ricci, is loaded with talent and ready to dominate in 2025. From Oliver's extension to Ricci's signing, the Vikings are building a roster that's got us dreaming of a deep playoff run. What's got you most excited about this news? Drop it in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more Vikings updates. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow SKOL fans, because we're stronger together. Let's keep the purple pride alive and make some noise for our boys in Minnesota. Who's your favorite tight end on this roster? And what do you want to see from them this season? Comment below, and let's get ready for a massive 2025. SKOL Vikings!